Hello, everybody. It's time. It's time for the Celtic Grain Radio Show. That's right. Whoop, whoop. That's right. It's time. We're going to have a great time tonight. We have an amazing guest. I'm so excited for you guys to hear and to get to know Mr. Jeff. That's right. Headrick. Mr. Jeff Headrick. It's going to be a great, great time tonight. You guys know that if you have music to send me, you can send it to CelticGrain777@gmail.com. And all you have to do is be a small label independent artist and please be family friendly, meaning no cursing. Let's not make fun of people. It's just not worth it, people. That's right. And we thank you so much. If you are not watching from YouTube.com, you can go to YouTube.com/C for channel /Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky. You're able to subscribe, hit that little bell. You know exactly when we're going to be on. It's like magic. It's amazing. Now, it is St. Patrick's Day season, and as you know, I do have a Celtic band. Woo, that's right. Therefore, next week, because literally the day after St. Patrick's Day, I know we will not be having the Celtic Grain Radio Show because I will be performing, and I need a break, people. I know. I need to break people. No, I need to break people. No, don't break people. It's not worth it. Anyways, needless to say, catch us here in a couple weeks when we come on with, I believe, if I am correct, we come on with Mr. Brian Hinkey. So that's exciting. So that's in 2 weeks. But we do have several gigs if you want to see Celtic Rain actually perform. We're going to be in Ohio at the Dingle House over in Ohio, a couple hours from here, from Indianapolis, on Sunday at 4:00. And then we are going to be at Monsters Inc. here in Indianapolis over in Irvington. That's right. There's a cover at the door and it's 21 and older for St. Patrick's Day evening. That's right. Exactly. From 6:30 until about 9:30. So come over, have a great time with us in the evening and in the early evening. And then you'll be able to just go out and have a great more St. Patrick's Day time if you want to. And go from there. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing time of green beer and being crazy in St. Patrick's Day. Needless to say, we're going to have some great time. But we have some great music for you. We have Epiphany by Ohikitha. I miss Ohikitha very, very much. We have Caledonia by Celtic Rain. That's right. We have My Irish Molly by Laughing Jack. So just some really amazing music to just start this really wonderful day. You guys ready for some really amazing music? Because I know I am. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
love is absent. Forever debate commencing your hate, spewing your venom and crying your lament. Not that you would, forsaking the good, meet in the middle and grant me salvation. Given my best and now the protest, ceasing all effort, bring your damnation. This chapter has written its end. No more words to speak or to bleed. The past has shown us these lessons that we've learned. Gives us the strength and the peace that we need. Time and again we go through the steps to avoid the lost and the lonely. And you wish to pledge all your love, but it seems confused with pity. And differences remain in our path, still increasing the distance. And I can't grant what you ask when all I feel is resistance.
Now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been Choose the course that I needed choosing, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. I have kissed the lads, left them crying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying, traveled hard, sometimes conscience flying, somewhere in the wind. Oh, and let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. They've withered now, they're gone. And I'm steady thinking my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. When hands have shaken, the kisses flow, then I will disappear. Oh, and let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Oh, and let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
Molly dear, now did you hear the news that's going round? Down in a corner of my heart, a love is what you found. And every time I look into your Irish eyes of blue, they seem to whisper, darling boy, my heart belongs to you. Oh, Molly, my Irish Molly, my sweet Acushla dear, I'm barely off my trolley, my Irish Molly, when you are near. Springtime, you know, is ring time. Come, dear, now don't be slow. Change your name, get out with game. Begorra, wouldn't I do the same? My Irish Molly, oh. Molly dear, now did you hear I furnished up a flat? 3 little cozy rooms with bath and welcome on the mat. It's £5 down and 2 a week, we'll soon be out of debt. It's all complete except they haven't brought the cradle yet. Oh, Molly, my Irish Molly, my sweet Acushla dear, I'm barely off my trolley, my Irish Molly, when you are near. Springtime, you know, is ring time. Come, dear, now don't be slow. Change your name, get out with game. Begorra, wouldn't I do the same? My Irish Molly, oh. Molly dear, now did you hear what all the neighbors say about the 100 sovereigns you have safely stored away? They say that's why I love you. Oh, now Molly, that's a shame. If you had only 99, I'd love you just the same. Oh, Molly, my Irish Molly, my sweet Acushla dear, I'm barely off my trolley, my Irish Molly, when you are near. Springtime, you know is ring time. Come dear, now don't be slow. Change your name, get out with game. Bagara, wouldn't I do the same? My Irish Molly, oh.
Hey, gorgeous people. I love happy Irish music. And it's the time of the year for happy Irish music. I'm just saying. So, it is what it is. Happy Irish music, here we come. So, but we have an amazing person on with us, Mr. Jeff Headrick himself from the Dirty Ashtray Band. That's right. How are you doing, my dear? Oh, how are you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Ah, there we are.
There you go. Okay, yay. Okay, so how are you doing?
Just ducky.
So it's been a minute since you've been on the show. Let's just refresh everybody's mind. Where are you in the world?
Currently, I'm in Whitestown, Indiana, which is just west of Zionsville, if anybody knows where that is. Northwest corner of Indianapolis.
I know exactly where that is. Needless to say. So that's awesome. So what how has music been treating you lately, my dear?
Well, we just keep chugging along. I write songs and record them. I have a vocalist, Tony Martin. He should be here sometime shortly in the next 10, 15 minutes, and we can talk to him too. And then record them with a gentleman named Mike Ramos in Noblesville, who you had on your show a couple years ago, I think. He's a whiz at mixing and recording, and has been real gracious and generous to help me get this stuff all done. So we're working on a 10-song CD, and we're done with 6 songs. We're in the middle of 7 and 8, pretty close to being done with number 7, and still working on number 8. But should have the whole thing complete sometime this summer, and then we'll ship it off to somebody like CD Baby and get a few hundred copies printed up and
right
give them away.
Exactly. I know. I know. When we made our own CDs, I was like, oh my gosh, you end up giving away more than you're selling.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
At
gosh,
this point,
so much.
yeah.
It's hilarious. It cracks me up. I'm like, just downloads, baby. Downloads are the future. But yeah, no, absolutely. That's absolutely awesome. So how long have you been working on that project?
Let's see. The first song on there is one called Sugar, which we had on your show last year. I think we recorded that maybe in fall of 23.
Oh, wow.
So about a year and a half now.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a little tough to get everybody's schedules coordinated and find time when everybody can get together. So
that's exactly it. Oh my gosh. People don't realize you can just put out an album once a year. I'm like, dude, you have no idea.
That the logistics of getting schedules worked out. And, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, if it's only you, you can possibly. I'm like, good luck with that one. When reality sets in, we'll have to have a conversation. But
so when you do an album, you obviously write songs, is that correct?
I do.
Yeah. What's your process for writing songs?
Oh my gosh. Look at you interviewing me. My process is quite interesting. I like to go out into the middle of everything, because I like the noise of like white noise in the background. And I literally have written so many songs sitting at Taco Bell. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah. I
so
know.
are you writing in your head, Or do
No,
you have an instrument with you?
no, I have my voice and I have which is an instrument, so yes. But then I have my book and my phone. And what I'll do is I'll literally write the words. I used to write words and melody at the same time, and I can still do that, but um I've noticed that if I want it to be deeper, I'll write the words and then I'll kind of rearrange them even more, and then I'll start singing a melody to them. And I can usually write a song within about 30 to 40 minutes
Yeah,
when it comes
I
to
think
like,
the best ones happen quickly like that.
yeah, exactly. And I'll sit there and I'll put a melody to it. And I'll literally be sitting in Taco Bell singing into my phone. Um, and they've gotten so used to it that they're just like, "You can write another song today?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna write another one." They're like, "That's so great." And sometimes
Yeah,
though, I'll like get into my car just to kind of get a little bit better scratch track, just because it's kind of noisy, in the Taco Bells. It is what it
sure.
is.
Yeah.
But then I'll take that and I'll start doing things like putting chords to it and figuring out what kind of accompaniment we want and that kind of stuff, and going into Ableton and just kind of messing around and with the sounds and the stuff that happens, in the music realm. And then right now I'm kind of in the process of learning Ableton to be able to use it for all of recording process, and then taking that and just having the friends that I do have that are in the industry being like, okay, I want to produce this, but I want you guys to master it so that there's other ears on it. Somebody can say, hey, did you notice that this piece really needs to be fixed right here? That way it's not just my ears, because you get a little tone, you get a little deaf to the
Oh
vocals
yeah, yeah.
after a
Especially if
while.
you've worked on it for a while, then you're not really
Exactly.
hearing it with fresh ears. So
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Ableton like a digital audio workshop?
It is. It is.
Yeah,
I went ahead and bought Ableton. That's because I knew, okay, this is my career, so let's use it. Let's do it. Let's do it right.
yeah,
But then but if you just want something that's just it's free, Audacity is great. I know that sounds hilarious, but really they've got some good stuff in
yeah.
Audacity.
Well,
That's
I've
just
got
nice
Mike
beginner.
uses Cubase. I've got a buddy in Anderson who uses Reaper. So there's
Yeah,
free stuff out
Reaper's
there.
great.
Um,
Reaper's
and
great.
I probably should access some of that and just get started on doing my own work. But I like involving other people because, like you said,
Yeah,
having a second set of ears to hear it,
I'm telling
then
you.
gives you different perspectives. So
Well, that and with the band, it's like, okay, now I've got my part down, right? Okay, but my part can't really be down until the guitarist puts their part down. Okay,
right,
well, I can put a guitar part down, but then but it's not going to be the same as what my guitarist would do. Okay, so let's get him in here. All right, so
yeah,
we're gonna lay that track because you got all these people coordinating with all these people. That's why it takes so freaking long. So
yeah. Well,
and then you get it in there. Okay, great. And then
here's
you got the
one
pipe
thing you might try
player.
this to speed up your process. I
Yeah.
use a software program called Guitar Pro 7,
Mm,
and essentially gives me access to a broad range, a sound bank with a broad range of instruments in it. So it's got drums, bass, guitars, keyboards, horns, strings, percussion
nice.
stuff, and I can start building the song layer by layer. And I
Mm,
don't really need to have the other musicians there until I'm ready to go to the studio and replace the digital stuff with live stuff.
okay. Nice.
And it gives
Nice.
you a little bit more control over the whole process too. Before I had that, I would have song ideas in my head, but when I would try to articulate those to other musicians, they would come back with their interpretation of what I was saying, and things would always go in a different direction than what you thought they were going to go. You never got exactly what you thought you had
Oh,
initially. So if
absolutely.
you start with Guitar Pro software, you can build the whole song with the software and then take it to them and say, here's what it needs to sound like, and you can embellish it a little bit, but I really want it to sound like this.
Yeah. Well, we are going to be playing one of those songs that you've sat down and done that with, called Winter Song. Can you tell us
Yes.
about this?
So Winter Song is a few years ago that I did that. Initially, what I started with, that guitar part is in what's called DADGAD tuning. Are you familiar with that?
I am.
Okay, so for people that are not familiar with that, it's kind of a Middle Eastern sounding tuning, And what I did was I took the guitar parts from Kashmir by Led Zeppelin and I just played them backwards and started the song that way.
Oh my
And
God.
then as it started to develop, I fell back on a song I remember from my adolescence. We had this album by Leo Kottke, and I think the song was called When Shrimp Learned to Whistle. And the song started off slowly and then just started kind of rocking out and then cut back, and the whole dynamic dropped out at the end and went back to that kind of acoustic setup. So that's what I tried to do with Winter Song.
Okay, nice. We're going to listen to this and have a little fun. You know how it works.
Yep.
All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. All right, so you guys, we are going to listen to Winter Song, which is a beautiful piece. I'm very excited about this one. And then we have Lullaby by Tiffany Eppen. And then we have Battle of the Celts, music by Greenlee. Beautiful. Greenlee is like orchestral, like you should be watching a movie, and it should be in a movie somewhere. I know it's crazy how this works, but I can't wait for you to hear this absolutely beautiful music. You guys ready? Okay, here we go.
Tiny footprints in deep snow. Little Matchka walks alone. Blizzard storm this New Year's night. Tears well up in her eyes. Freeze her face. Long for father's embrace. She turns her face toward the sky. Falling star burns so bright. No match does she have sold, while she huddles in the cold. Tonight she'll be that warmth and light. Tonight, soaring in the starlit sky, up above she flies so high. In heaven her fears will fade this night, as she hears the night wind's lullaby. there across her face, longing for a love's embrace. She turns her face toward the sky, setting sun burns so bright. Ocean winds begin to blow. She's sunk into the foam. Tonight she'll be part of the light. Tonight, soaring in the starlit sky. Up above, she flies so high. In heaven, her fears will fade this night. Siren sings the night wind's lullaby. Flies away. Fly up to the clouds. They soar above the town. In the air, the two souls meet as they approach a child asleep. In his house, warm in his bed, tiny child lays his head. Blizzard storm outside this New Year's Eve as his mind begins to dream. A smile across angelic face, sleeping mother's warm embrace. Mother looks out toward the sky as she hears the lullaby. Two young girls have found their home, found warmth inside the cold. Tonight they'll bring joy to a child. Tonight, sleeping beneath the starlit sky. As he dreams, he sees them fly. He'll sleep till the morning light, and they'll sing to him sweet lullabies and fly away. Sleep until the morning light. Beneath the starlit sky, sing the night winds
just absolutely beautiful. I told you it was very thematic, very like you should be in a movie. Something should be running, like the horse in front of you or something. Needless to say, very thematic, very thematic. But we do have some amazing more music coming for you. If you have music to send me, you can send it to celticrain777@gmail.com. All you have to do is be a small label or independent artist, and please, no cursing, family friendly. Remember, let's not make fun of people. Just not worth it. That's right. But we do have a little bit more music for you. We have Green the Waters by Ginger Ackley. And then we have Follow the Heron by Celtic Rain. That's right, by our group. And we have Molly Ban by the Selkie Girls from Long Time Travelin'. Some beautiful, beautiful music right here, right now, coming your way. I know. It is what it is. Let's have it.
Green the waters, blue the sky, follow the moon and the stars on high. Leap with the stag and run with the hare, dance with the Lord and the Lady fair. Green the waters, bless them true, blue the sky with falling dew, bless and heal both land and sea. Mother, your children call to thee. Green the waters, blue the sky, follow the moon and the stars on high. Leap with the stag and run with the hare, dance with the Lord and the Lady fair. Vessels pure and waters green, in our lives may your light be seen, strength and joy of the holy pair. Drawn to the circle of love they share. Green the waters, blue the sky, follow the moon and the stars on high. Leap with the stag and run with the hare, dance with the Lord and the Lady fair. Dance with the Lord and the Lady fair.
Darkness we cradle our sorrows and stroke all our fires and fears. Now these bones that lie empty and hollow are ready for gladness and cheer. By night and day we sport and we play and delight song. By night and day we sport and we play and delight as the dawn dances over the bay. Sleepless the breath of the morning away, and we follow the herring home. By night and day we sport and we play and delight as the dawn dances over the bay. Sleepless the
the Selkie girls. There's just so good. Just so good. But you know who else is great? I'm just saying. It's Mr. Dirty Ashtrays band themselves. And we have a new person.
Yes,
Hello,
Tony.
Tell us who you are. What do you do?
I'm Tony. I'm the lead singer for the Dirty Ashtrays.
Nice.
I think I met you before. I looked a little different before I had the sideburns.
Oh, yes. Well, there is that.
Uh,
Well, if you do music in Indiana long enough, you end up meeting everybody. It just
Oh,
is.
it's a very
That's
small
true.
community. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all a hodgepodge of musicians here, anyways. So it is, it is beautifulness. And if you're in the Indianapolis area, then yeah, you're going to end up playing with everybody. It's the most beautiful. That's one thing I really love about Indianapolis is that there's a lot of just collaboration. And I love that feeling of being able to just collaborate with some beautiful musicians out there. But yeah. So how long have you been in how long has the Dirty Ashtrays been together?
how long has it been now since?
237 years.
So it seems like.
That's a long time.
Well, yeah, I've been with him since the beginning.
So we're in like version 3.0 now, 4.0. I don't know.
Nah, about 2.0 because we have some new members now. We have a keyboardist now, different drummer. And we have a different guitarist now, so it's changed a little bit, but still the same band.
No, I get it. Celtic Ring is going through a morph of sorts right now too. So we have a little bit different sound, but still great, And so it's hilarious that the differences that different people bring to the band.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they go in, and they come out, and they go in the flavors that kind of come and go within the salad of music itself. Cracks me up. So what are some of the changes that have happened to you guys throughout the years? What was the reincarnations?
Oh, so most recently, I guess we parted company with our second guitarist.
Correct.
But I think we all looked at the band as kind of a team effort, and I think he saw it as a showcase. A showcase vehicle for him. And so he was not happy with working within the framework of a band and not being the focus of everything. So he was pretty certain he was going to be famous pretty soon and told us that he didn't need us anymore and we would see him on TV.
And then I brought in a keyboardist from my previous blues band which was Soul Flyer.
Nice.
And we brought in Mick, and then through Mick, we brought in another drummer, Danny, who's a great drummer and a really good voice as well.
Love it.
So it's been great.
That's really, really awesome. Yeah, I understand the morphing of it all. It's interesting to watch as life kind of brings different musicians in and out of your life. And it's really amazing when you find some that just are really good and you're like, yes, I want to play with you for a very long time. And you get as long as you get, but still, sure. I love the collaboration.
When you find your people.
Oh yeah.
Like, yes, we found them. Well, so tell us about this new album you guys have been working on for quite a while now.
Okay, so there'll be 10 songs. The CD or album would be called Silos, because I think that's where we are as a country right now. Everybody's in their own silo.
That's very true.
But the songs are not necessarily overtly political, and they're mostly blues-based. And as I was saying earlier, we've got 6 in the can, as they say, right now. And we're working on number 7 and number 8. Number 7 is pretty close. We might have it done. Hope to have it done by tonight, but we didn't get there.
No.
But we hope to have it done in the next week or so, and then number 8 shortly thereafter, and then 9 and 10, they're written. We just have to go in and record them with Mike Ramos whenever he gets time to do it.
Nice.
Mike's been really gracious about that, but he's still working, not retired yet. Poor dude. He's got a family with kids, and it's got his own band, so he's got a lot of irons in the fire too.
Yeah. That's a lot of iron.
I'm very happy with it. I'm really happy with the songs we've got on it. I got a chance to write one of the songs on there about a friend of mine whose wife, they had been married 35 years and she died. And I had a chance to write a song for him as a dedication. And we got a chance to put that on there. So I'm really happy with that. And I just think it's a great collection of songs on this.
That's
I
really,
think
really
one of the things I was going to say about, I got to think about this afternoon, sitting down on the porch. At this point in life, and you're younger than me, right?
Yeah, I just turned 60.
Okay, so he's quite a bit younger than me. I got 1 foot in the grave. At this point,
Oh my gosh.
you're not writing for anybody but yourself, and that's really a good thing because the most honest writing comes when you're not trying to write for somebody else for some other reason. You're
I
just
agree.
writing what you want to write, what feels most honest to you.
Yep.
And I think all these songs on this album will be pretty honest, straightforward, what we felt like writing at the time.
Yep, I agree.
And they all kind of hang together pretty well too.
That's really, really awesome. I understand that. I think you do hit a point in your writing where you're just like, you know what, I could write for a commercial, or I could just write what's in my heart and see what happens. And I have time after time, I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling great about life right now. Something's happening. I need to go write a song. I need to have
Absolutely.
music therapy and just let it all out on the page,
Yeah.
and then just see what happens. And that honesty really does make a difference.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Music to me has always been therapeutic. It's both performing, writing, collaboration. It's I find it completely cathartic, and it's just a great experience.
Absolutely. David says, very true. Says, music is the best medicine. Absolutely best medicine. Now we are going to be listening to a song by you guys off this new album that's coming out called The Fortune Teller.
Yeah.
Tell us about this one.
Okay, so in my wife and I, one of our mini trips to New Orleans, this was probably back in about 2008, and we always go with friends. So we're out in the French Quarter, and we passed a shop that had a sign out front that said palm reading. And I don't necessarily believe in a lot of stuff like that, but my wife and her best friend insisted we go in and they get their palms read. So the front of the shop was all doodads and curios and things you could buy, shrunken heads and tarot cards or whatever. And in the back room is the palm reader. And if you want your palm read, you go back there and she reads your palm. So my wife went back there, and the experience she had was, it was incredible from the standpoint that the woman didn't know her. The palm reader did not know my wife, but she correctly predicted a lot of things that would happen in the next 10 years. And they pretty much all came true. So Fortune Teller is about that experience.
That's pretty amazing.
Not necessarily literally about that experience, but about the experience of going to a fortune teller and being told what's going to happen, and whether you like it or not is up to you.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. I love when you just get your mail just read to you. You're like, okay, great.
Yeah, I don't want to believe that.
Oh, look, there's a spirit realm. Oh, that's fun. That's exciting. Exactly. Well, we're gonna listen to this beautiful song. Have a great time. Do a little chair dancing and beep and bop our way through the evening. Woo-hoo. Exactly. All right, I'll bring you right back on. Here we go. Here we go. All right, guys, we're gonna have a beautiful music called "The Fortune Teller," by Jeff Headrick, and then we have "Life of the Rover" by Slugger's Rule. I know, and then we have Zerk. I'm not going to say this right. Vekja. Help me here. Vekja by Johnny Hex. That's right. Got some Johnny Hex going on in this beautiful, beautiful place. It's going to be an amazing, amazing time with our gorgeous music. You guys ready for some amazing music? Because, I know I am. Let's have some great music here. Here we go.
doesn't take no priest that kind of night. And the heartache comes too soon under the blue, blue moon. Can't feel your hands, can't feel your feet. Darkness falls, it's sticky heat. All your plans come crushing down, so incomplete. And the heartache comes too soon under the blue, blue moon. Let the cars fall where they may. You let her say what she will say. No crystal ball can decide if your love will survive another day. And the heartaches come too soon under the blue, blue moon. And the heartache comes too soon under the blue, blue moon.
The old ways are changing, you cannot deny. The way of the traveler's over. There's nowhere to go and there's nowhere to buy. Goodbye to the life of the rover. Farewell to the tent and the old caravan. To the tinker, the gypsy, the traveling man. Farewell to the life of the rover. Farewell to the songs and the traveling talk. Farewell to the horse and the bridle. The buying, the selling, the old fortune telling. The knock on the door and the hawking. Farewell to the tent and the old caravan. To the tinker, the gypsy, the traveling man. Farewell to the life of the rover. You got to move fast to keep up with the times. But these days a man can't dander. There's a bylaw to say you must be on your way, and another to say you can't wander. Farewell to the tent and the old caravan. To the tinker, the gypsy, the traveling man. Farewell to the life of the rover. The old ways are passing and soon they'll be gone. And I miss my old friends from my young days. So I'll sing the old songs when the evenings are long. And I'll drink to the life of the rover. Farewell to the tent and the old caravan, to the tinker, the gypsy, the traveling man. Farewell to the life of the rover.
Oh, Johnny Hex, the Hexans. Amazing, amazing, amazing group. Amazing, amazing person. But we do have back with us. That's right. We have back with us our guests of the evening. How are you guys? How are you?
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Yes.
So you've got this new album coming out. Do you have any concerts coming up? What is new with you?
Well, with the band in flux right now, we don't have anything scheduled. We were trying to get a position in the Cumberland Blues Fest for this fall.
Mhm.
They liked the videos that we had, which was a lot of stuff that we sent to you. They thought the original
Yeah.
songs were strong, but we didn't have enough live footage online for them to get a feel for what we would look like on stage, which I can understand. It's a audio and visual thing, so they wanted to see that, and we don't have that yet, so we didn't get that. But we're kind of in limbo right now, trying to get everything pulled back together.
Right. I totally understand that. Oh, so sorry. It's been I teach second graders. So this right here, this is all because of second graders. I'm just saying.
Well, we operate on a second grade level, so you can
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
figure it out. Yeah.
Then you fit right in. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just really, it's right here, right here. Needless to say, yeah, I understand putting things back together because sometimes everything goes through phases in life, and it's like sometimes you can go through something and you're like, okay, how is this going to come out on the other side?
I tell
Yeah.
Tony, and Tony stresses about this, but I said, remember the story of Mick Fleetwood? The band was falling apart in 1973, I think it was, 74. And he walked into a recording studio out in California, and he heard this duo, Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham, recording some stuff. And he talked to them and asked them if they wanted to join the band. And the next thing that they knew, they were worldwide huge, famous rock stars. So
Yeah.
you never know what's going to come next.
Yeah, you might become rock stars. That would be
I
crazy.
don't think so. But maybe we could get some gigs at old folks' homes.
Yeah, it's like that.
That old
Where's the
folks
water for the stage?
I love that so much. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Well, if you ever do want that kind of gig, I have a person for you. I know
Okay.
just the person to contact.
I'll keep you in mind.
Well, we are going to actually listen to another song, and this one cracks me up. The title cracks me up. Bigfoot Goes to Prom.
Yes.
I'm excited to hear this one.
Okay, so you want a backstory on this one too, then?
I would love a backstory on this one.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I had I got Spotify because you don't buy albums anymore. You just subscribe to Spotify when something comes up, you just bring it up. So the Black Crowes had a new album come out last year, and I was listening to it as I was driving to Meyer one day to go to the grocery store, and there was a song they had this kind of a dragging return guitar part where it went da na na na, and I thought I could write a song with that in it. And if you listen to Bigfoot Goes to the Prom, the rhythm guitar in the background does that kind of a thing.
Oh, that's great.
So I went home and started off with that kind of dragging kind of guitar part, and then just put everything else over the top of it. And at the end, when I got it done, I thought, well, what will I call this? And sometimes names just pop into your head. And I thought, Bigfoot. And I thought, well, that's not enough. What's Bigfoot doing? Bigfoot Goes to the Prom.
That's
So there
fun.
it is.
You just kind of came up with it. You're like, why not this?
So the names are just out there in the air. You just put your antenna up and pull them in.
Yeah, you know what I have actually started doing this past about a year and a half ago now. I started writing down. I have a book with me always, just always, and I get titles for songs. I'll get the title before I'll get the song, and then I'll go back and like look through my titles and be like, oh yeah, I feel like writing that one.
Yeah,
that one's coming to me right now.
I got the same kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that has been so helpful for me because then it kind of gives me a focus and be like, okay, this title comes to me. I can write this title down really fast. But then if I sit down, I look at the titles and be like, yeah, that's the song I want to write.
Yeah. I'm going to write a song called Fine Print. because
that's
fine
a
print trips
great
up
one.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a great title. I'm gonna write it down really fast. I'm just, he's
No,
like,
that's
it's
mine. You
mine.
can't have it.
It's mine. It's in the fine print. I'm just kidding.
It's in the fine print.
That's great. All right, well, guys, you know the drill. We're gonna
Yeah.
have 4 more songs, and then it's the end of the show. Where did the show go? It's crazy. I know. But you guys, let's do a little cheer dance and have a little fun. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are going to listen to Bigfoot Goes to the Prom, which is crazy, by the Dirty Ashtrays Band. And then we have Patty Murphy by Rover's Way. And then we have Phoenix by Mohair from Phoenix. And we have Songs from the Wood by El Troubadour. That's right. Well, here it is. You ready for this? I love this so much. I all these little ones, especially these Celtic songs, and they kind of touch your heart because you're just like, oh, takes you back, right? Well, and then it takes you forward because my new album that I'm working on right now is called Phoenix Rising. So, yay, it's coming. Needless to say, out of that crazy song, just writing like crazy, dash that came over the last 8 months. God only knows what happened then, right? I'm just kidding. I know. It's crazy. But let's listen to some beautiful music and see where we go. Here we go, everybody. Where'd it go? Hold on. That's not it. So sorry. Give me one moment. Here we go. There it is.
Oh, the night that Paddy Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. For some of the boys got loaded drunk and we ain't got sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. For here he came with the bagpipes, the music for to play. And that's how they show their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin shame and winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night that Murphy died. As Mrs. Murphy sat in the corner pouring out her grief, Kelly and his gang came tearing down the street. They went into an empty room and a bottle of whiskey stole. And they put the bottle in with the corpse to keep that whiskey cold. And that's how they show their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame and winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night that Murphy died.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, after emptying the jug, Doyle opened up the icebox lid to see poor Paddy's mug. We stopped the clock so Mrs. Murphy couldn't tell the time. And at a 2:15, we argued it was 9.
And that's how they show their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame and winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night that Murphy died. Well, they stopped the hearse on George Street outside some dance saloon. They all went in at 8:30 and staggered out at noon. They went into the graveyard so holy and sublime, and they found out when they got there that they'd left the corpse behind. And that's how they show their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame and winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night that Murphy died. Oh, the night that Paddy Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. For some of the boys got loaded drunk and we ain't got sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, every man was feeling gay. For here he came with the bagpipes, the music for to play. And that's how they show their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame and they winked at one another. And every drink in the place was full the night that Murphy died. Oh, and every drink in the place was full the night that Murphy died.
to make you feel much better than you could know. Show you how God goes, dusty down from tip to toe. Hold you steady as you go. Join the chorus if you can. It'll make of you an honest man. Let me bring you love from the fields. Poppies red and roses filled with summer rain. To heal the wound and still the pain. Let the repentance again and again. As you drag down the green lover's lane. Love's lone celebrations here. I'll toast you all in pretty cheer. Let me bring you all things we find. Galleons and lutes served in chilling ale. Greetings, my fellow hail. I am the wind to fill your sail. I am the cross to take your nail. A singer in these ageless times. With kitchen prose and bitter rhyme. Song from the book, making you feel much better. Song from the book, making you feel much better. Song from the book, making you feel much better. Song from the book, making you feel much better.
Just great, great music. I'm just saying.
And the problem was,
Hey.
We're back.
I love it. We caught them in like you were in
Hello, Mom.
thought of like, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
brilliance. Were you writing a song or planning the world's demise? God only knows, right? That's what
Yeah.
that was your conversation. Planning the world's demise. What were you guys talking about?
Oh, we're talking about contacts we're trying to make with people that we see on Facebook on Indiana Musicians Wanted. So you never know who's out there.
You never know.
You never know. So we're talking about a horn player I saw last night. Horns would be great in a blues band. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're hard to find though.
There you go. There you go. Well, guys, it's been a blast having you on the show. I've had a lot of fun. Have you? How was your show tonight?
There was a fur in my chair here all night long. Other than that, it was great.
It was fun.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good. Where is you? There's a lot of things happening over. If you were watching, got it. So where is you? Where is
us?
Where is you?
We is in my office studio.
Yep.
In Whitestown right now.
There you go. There you go. Well, you guys, it's been a blast having you guys on the show tonight. Thank you so very much. When the rest of the album comes out, please let us show it off for you, and let everybody listen and have a great time. You guys, when it does come out, be looking for advertisements on the Celtic Grain Radio Show Facebook group. Also, they have a Facebook group as well, a Facebook page as well. You can go find that. And just have to look up the Dirty Ashtrays band. That's right. But you guys know you are watching the Celtic Rain Radio Show. All you have to do is go to youtube.com/C for channel /Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky. You'll be able to subscribe. Hit that little bell. It's like magic. You'll know exactly when we're going to be on. I know, it's crazy. If you have music to send me, you can send it to CelticRain777@gmail.com. And you have to be a small label or independent artist, and please be family friendly. definitely meaning no cursing. Let's not make fun of people. Just not worth it. You are watching the Celtic Rain Radio Show. We say thank you. Good night.
Auf
Goodbye.
Wiedersehen.
We love you guys.